Alright people, just thought I would do a wee quick video. I'm not going to be doing any brewing in it, but I just thought I'd have a wee blather really, just to sort of see what's been going on and all that. So, I've had quite a lot of beer, which is great, you know. I've been quite busy brewing, but I just, you know, when you're filming it, it's a whole new thing, isn't it? Because you have to get the camera set up and you're editing it and it's more time and all that. And if I had the choice, I would rather just get my beers done, you know what I mean? So, no disrespect to my loyal subscribers and all that, but yeah, I mean, some of them have just been pretty straightforward anyway, so nothing much to view. So obviously I've got my Yulebrig bottled and labelled. Actually, it's the first label I've ever done, and it's looking pretty good. If I can figure out how to do so, I'll put a picture of it on the screen now. And if I don't figure out how to do that, I'm going to look like a dick. But I think it looks quite good. I just used that website called Beer Labelizer. I don't know if you've seen it. It's kind of pre-made labels, and you just, you know, the templates, and you just fill in your details, and it gives you quite a nice label kind of quickly. It's kind of limited, you know what I mean, but it does the job, and it saves you having to do one from scratch. Just don't have time or the skills to do that. So I think if you're doing lots of labels, it would start getting a bit repetitive, and you know, if lots of people are doing them, you're going to kind of know that they're beer labelizer ones. But I think this one looks pretty good. So anyway, because I'll be giving a few away to family and friends and all that kind of stuff over Christmas, so I'd rather have them labelled up and they don't look too shit. So that's cool. So yeah, the Yulebrid's there, it's all bottled and labelled. I've got my wheat beer, that's all done, that's bottled and it's carved up, I hope. Haven't tried one yet. I've got a batch of Pilsner there, which has been in the bottle for a wee while as well. And last night I made my stout, which I've been meaning to do for such a long time, but for one reason or other I haven't done it. And you know, I've heard quite a lot of people saying that the kit stouts aren't that great and everything and blah blah blah, and I just thought, fuck it, I'm just going to chuck everything at it and see what happens. So just to jog my memory, this, if I can find it, is what happened with the stout. Okay, it was a Cooper's Irish Stout kit, and I used 1 kilo of Young's Dark Spray Malt. I just used the kit yeast that came with it. I steeped 200 grams of crushed chocolate malt in some cold water just overnight. It was Gas Slug that put me onto the technique for that. Thank you if you're watching. And then just sparged them very slightly through a sieve with a little bit of hot water again. Boiled it up for 15 minutes with 2 cinnamon sticks and a split vanilla pod. I cold brewed a whole thing of nice ground coffee, 250 grams. I cold brewed that, refrigerated it overnight, and just strained it into the fermenter. That was a bit of a mess because I used a sieve with some kitchen roll in it. I saw somebody do it on YouTube just for making coffee, and I thought, oh, I'll just do that. Honestly, my sort of sanitary skills went out the window a wee bit with this beer. I was just flinging it together. I just wanted to get it done. So that's done. Apparently using coffee cold is better, because if you brew coffee hot and then add it to your beer, apparently you can get like a green pepper taste to it. Not really what you want in your beer. I don't think. I fucking hate green peppers. So I went for the cold brewed coffee thing. That was cool. I also added quite a lot of lactose actually. I had a bag and I used a very very small amount for doing a back sweetening experiment on cider. So I had 485 grams left in the bag, and I was just like, fuck it. So I just threw it all in. So it might be too much. I really don't know. And also, as a wee last minute thought, I watched Uncle Jonah talk about stouts and how using oats in them can help mouthfeel and head retention. So I thought, fuck it, let's throw some oats at it as well. Sorry, I'm saying fuck quite a lot. So I emailed Jonah just to see if he could give me a couple of pointers and what have you, but I also watched Big CQ's video about what oats to use, and it's basically porridge oats, you know, the sort of instant oats. So I just cold steeped them basically with some water, mixed them around a wee bit until the water all went sort of milky, and then I just sieved them into the fermenter as well. So this is going to end up some crazy chocolate, cinnamon, vanilla, coffee, oatmeal, milk stout. The OG was $10.50, so it might come out sort of $5.50, $6 by the time it's bottled up. So there's something else to look forward to. So yes, I have 4 batches of beer that will be ready for Christmas. Pretty much. I mean, the stout's going to be young and it might not be very good, but it'd be nice just to have a few options, you know. And again, I can give some away and folk can sit on them for a while. Not literally, but that'll be a bit hideous. But yeah, they can keep them for a while until they're good, and then they can enjoy them hopefully. So what else has been happening? Well, a wee while ago I contacted Beer Lover 25 because there's an Aldi down the road, and I thought I saw him in Aldi, and he denies this. He says it didn't happen, but it did, right? I was in Aldi in the queue, and there was somebody like 2 in front of me, and the conveyor belt was basically full of Punk IPA, and I was just like, holy shit, that guy likes his IPA. And then I got up and to me sort of getting my stuff, and then I was like, wait a minute, is that not that guy that's the guy off YouTube? And then I thought I could shout him over and say something, but sure as guns it won't be him, and I look like a total penis. Even if it was him, it might be a bit like, oh, is that you off the YouTubes? So I didn't. But anyway, after that I contacted him on YouTube. I sent him a private message, you know how you can do messages and stuff like that, and he didn't get them. Now, see, the messaging thing built into YouTube is shit. It really is so easy to miss messages. Not on Google Plus, you know, all that kind of side of things, but the actual messaging thing within. And if I remember, I'll try and put in the description where you find them, because honestly, you might have messages sitting there that you just don't even know about. I did. And Andy didn't have a clue about it either, so eventually I got hold of him anyway. And it turns out he lives about a mile down the road. We both live in the same place, and so I was just like, right, need to get together. So it was a couple of weeks now, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he came round, and I quite often have fires in the back garden and have some homebrew. Get my friend Chris round, who is technically a YouTuber, he just doesn't know it yet, a brewtuber, sorry, he just doesn't know it yet. He does a bit of homebrewing, and he's just like, oh no, I don't know, so you know what I mean, I just wish he would make a video and just get the ball rolling, because we'd probably get quite into it. Anyway, Chris was round, and Beer Lover 25 Beer Lover 25 Andy came round, and we had a fire and we drank a lot of homebrew. He sampled some of mine, including some of my Hoochie cider, which I think might have just sealed the deal on the whole night. You know, we were pretty rubbered by the end of the night, let's face it, but it was a cracking night. Had a good laugh. Obviously I have quite a sort of similar Glaswegian sense of humour and all that, so it worked a treat. I tried a couple of his brews, and it was interesting for me because I've never actually tasted all grain before, never. So it was interesting. Andy brought some beers round. He had a wheat beer, which was really nice but kind of different because it was quite hoppy. I don't really think I've had a hoppy wheat beer before, but it was lovely then. And also like an IPA, if I remember correctly. It's all a bit hazy, but yeah, there was an IPA involved. And I can honestly say, I think I know now what people are talking about with all grain. The mouthfeel on those 2 beers was just, it's hard to describe, but they just felt deluxe. You know, it just felt really silky, and there was a quality to them that I don't think I've ever had of an extract beer, not yet. don't know. I'm quite keen to try this Golden Stag because a lot of people rate it, and I think people are saying that's about the nearest you can get. So I'm going to try that kit and find out. Anyway, so that was that. Fantastic. I really enjoyed his beers, and I also enjoyed his company immensely. So he is coming back round. What day is this? Is this Thursday? He's coming back round Saturday, and Chris is coming back round, and a friend of mine, Gareth, who is recently getting into homebrewing as well, and hopefully my brother is coming round as well, because I bought him a Cooper's kit, and he's now got his second batch on, which is a oak rum smoked beer. Shit, I can't remember the details exactly. Young's seem to have brought out this new range of sort of crafty beers kind of thing, but yeah, he got that, so he's brewed that up. I don't think it was going to be ready for him coming over, but anyway, so there's a wee group of us now, you know, and hopefully we can get together every now and again and swap some beers and get a wee vibe going locally, so that's cool. Anything else to say? I don't think so. I think that's probably about it. I've made some more cider because Andy said that he didn't want me to, so I thought I'd make some more. And I've done a mulled cider this time. I've never tried that before. So I've got a mulled cider there. And also the last batch of cider that I put some cinnamon in it as well. So that's actually quite nice. Yeah, not bad at all. So, I'm just waffling now. I think I'm really tired, so I just thought I would get a wee quick video on just to keep folk updated, because I have had a few more subscribers, so thank you very much indeed. I really do appreciate it. And if you like the video, this one's a bit rambly, but if you give me a thumbs up anyway, it would be nice. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, because it really does make a difference when you're doing these videos, you know, just to know that people are actually watching them. It kind of motivates you to get on and do a few more, you know. So I'll say cheerio for now, and I'll catch you soon once Andy's been up, and I'll give you the details. He's bringing round his all grain stout. I think it's his first all grain stout, but he's bringing it out round anyway, so hopefully we'll get a wee taste of that. I don't think it's fully carved up yet, but it'll be nice to give it a try. And Chris will probably bring round some of his brews and we can fire into mine as well, and we'll probably end up in a bit of a nick again, so wish us well. I'll see you soon.